We just made $6,450.90 in the session. It was pretty simple. Um, I really was just playing the game. I was just playing Call of Duty, and then what I seen was as soon as market opened for Asia session, I was just literally looking at the chart. We had this 15-minute tap into this gap that sent the market down, going towards Asia session. I mean, not Asia session, towards New York PM low and New York AM low. But you could just say previous day low if you want to, but it's going towards that. So yeah. So all I seen was we tapped into this 15-minute gap and we continued down. So then all I wanted to see was a retracement into possibly a 5-minute gap. We get that here. I don't take it because I'm still playing the game, but I'm like, we still ain't take that shit out. We create another 5-minute gap, and then from that 5-minute gap, if we take it back some more, 1 minute time frame in this area, I'm gonna take it back a little bit more. In this area, we tap into this 5-minute gap, right? And then we start going lower. And once we start going lower, we never tap this. We never tap this gap at all. So I guess we can just say from fucking like this candle to here, we create a SMT. We never tapped into that one also because on the 5-minute chart, we was trading in this small 5-minute gap on the S&P 500. So boom, I see we got that SMT inside this 5-minute gap. So I went ahead and I took entry once we had actually I didn't take entry once. Actually, I borderline did. I really took it off a 30-second inversion because once we swept out this leg, I wanted to see this leg get inversed. Since we didn't inverse this gap the first time on this 1-minute chart, because it's the highest time frame gap that we have on this leg leading up to this grab of liquidity. See this gap get inversed. We didn't get it. Boom, we then resweep. And then we had a 30-second in here, which is what I took. And I was hoping we held this breaker block. Breaker block real simple. It's the move down before the actual move down. So this whole little line right here. I didn't want to see the market trade above here. It's the breaker block here, and then this is the order block, which is this move up, and then right before the sweep of liquidity. I mean, not the sweep, before the market shift or the change of that delivery, however you want to put it. So anyway, yeah, I took entry once we inverse the 30-second. I can't show you a 30-second on here because I don't have a 30-second chart, but on Top Step I do. So we're just gonna go ahead with the say I waited for the 1 minute because the only reason I got in on the 1 minute because it was moving so fucking fast on the 30-minute. So I mean on the 30-second. So I basically got in right here. And then we was bullshitting and drawdown for a little bit. We was holding this breaker. I hadn't gone break even yet. I was confident in this trade. We didn't trade. We didn't close above this breaker block. So this whole move down before the actual move down. And then boom, we start flushing. I went break even once we broke below this low. And then we smacked TP. Real simple. It wasn't really nothing I really needed to look at. Like I said, I just gotta keep this shit simple. Shit. Like I said during the session, as soon as it opened, it started trending down. Boom, it opened up a 15-minute, irrespective 15-minute, continue down. The only lows that we can see right here is boom, boom, these lows, which is also resting inside of this 15-minute gap, which is I didn't peep. But, so that's a strong draw liquidity, a low that's resting inside of a gap, inside of a, what's the highest gap is in? It's the 15, nope, the 30-minute. Yeah, 30-minute. So we got this low resting inside of this 30-minute gap. Let me turn this off. And that was my target, shit. And then we smacked that motherfucker. Asia session failed to do so. So now I guess it's trending up probably to sweep more liquidity. I'm assuming that it's probably going to come up into this 30-minute gap. Probably going to come into this 30-minute gap that's unfilled. Right here, probably going to come into this 30-minute gap and continue down. That's what I'm expecting to happen. Or it could just actually flush through there because it did have a hard rejection off of this 30-minute gap. But we opened up this 30-minute gap. So, yeah, it might go hit that motherfucker, but real simple stuff, man. real simple stuff. You just follow where it's going. It's like boom. We open up, we go lower, we create a 15-minute gap, and we respect it. So it obviously want to keep going lower. What's lower that we can target? We got PM low, AM low. It's money resting here. Money been resting here all day. So it's like market like we need that, and it took it. So that's how I ended up with those profits. And yeah, I'm probably gonna risk a little heavy for New York session because I actually never trade Asia session. I'm gonna use all that profit because still going towards the daily P&L. So I'm gonna use half the profit on top of what I usually risk, and hopefully we can come out with a dub tomorrow. So